President Muhammadu Buhari meets with stakeholders in Ebonyi State. INEC gives political parties 1 month to conduct primaries. JAB begins 2022 UTME exercise nationwide. On the foreign scene, Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Ina Verechuk says Mariupol evacuation focus on Azovstal. In sport, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta signed new 3-year contract with club. Details coming up shortly. Good afternoon. Welcome to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. You, I am Bright James. We begin the news with Nigeria's leader, President Muhammadu Buhari, was held a meeting with Ohanaeze Ndigbo and other Southeast leaders. The meeting held at the new ESCO Chambers Government House at Abakaliki. The president appreciated the state governor for the warm reception and other dignitaries for serving the country in a good way.
I also would like to thank His Royal Highness and Chairman of Southeast Traditional Rulers Council, Eze Charles Puma, and the members of the Traditional Rulers Council for their role as custodians of age-long traditions, and more importantly, those who use their moral authority to ensure no harm befalls their people. Your presence here today gladdens my heart.
Buhari further commended the state government for their commitments and steadfastness in ensuring it delivers infrastructures to the people.
The works I have seen since my arrival has provided the state a new and fresh outlook from what it looked like in 2017, providing the landscape with more character and personality. The work and commitment of the Umahia administration has promoted an interstate rivalry across the southeast and has inhabitants of one state beginning to hold their own state executives to account for their stewardship. There is no better form of checks and balances than that which is people-centric and people-driven, all geared towards improvement of service delivery.
Recall that President Buhari had yesterday commenced his 2-day working visit to Ebonyi State and will commission some legacy project after the high-stake meeting with Southeast leaders today before returning to Abuja. Away from that, the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has warned its drivers to be conscious of their health and conditions of their vehicles at all times in order to ensure that their safety and that of other road users. A statement issued by NYSC Director, Press and Public Relations Eddie Magwa said its Director General Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim said this in his address at a workshop organized for NYSC drivers. According to him, the physical and mental health for drivers is very critical to their overall performance. He stated further that in order to avoid fatal road accidents, all drivers must take their health seriously and adopt healthy lifestyles. Ibrahim said that road accidents have claimed many lives in recent times, with some of the causative factors attributable to stress, sleep deprivation, fatigue, drunkenness, illness, bad eyesight, and drug use, among others. The Director General said that as management is committed to the enhancement of the welfare and efficiency of staff, it would also intensify efforts aimed at safe driving among NYSC drivers. In education, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has tasked its officials to adhere strictly to its guidelines as the 2022 exercise begins for over 1.7 million candidates nationwide. The board gave the directive in its weekly bulletin of the Office of the Registrar in Abuja. It stated that biometric verification would be the only mode for admittance of candidates into the examination center. The board said strict adherence to the directive was required by all involved. JAMB had reiterated that all candidates would be checked into the examination hall using the biometric verification machine (BVM), which would also serve as a register of attendance in line with its policy. It urged officials to ensure no candidate was kept waiting if he or she could not be verified, but to ensure such candidate was recaptured at the center before leaving. The board further said that only genuine cases would be subsequently treated in cases of biometric hitch. JAM also urged its officials to ensure that all report forms provided for the exercise were accurately filled and completed. Now to politics, where the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has reminded political parties that they have 1 month to conduct their primaries and present candidates for the 2023 general elections. INEC's reminder came in a statement issued by its National Commissioner and Chairman of Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye. According to the electoral body, political parties are expected to follow the timetable and schedule of activities as released by the Commission ahead of the polls. It's explained that parties are to conduct their primaries for the nomination of candidates from the 4th of April to the 3rd of June 2022. Back here, some residents of Idong Akpantuan in Oko and Oko Isidore, all in Esreket local government area of Akwa Ibom State, have voiced out their grievances over the unavailability of power in the area for over 3 years. Speaking with Planet News, some residents of the affected area said they've been facing near total blackout in the local government and lamented all the issues affecting the development of the said place.
We don't have power supply, not even the cell constant. We don't even have power supply. It will take like 5 months before you see a light for a day, and after that, there will be no light. Also, road challenge. We don't have good roads there, and also, we don't have job opportunity. There are so many unemployed youth in this local government area.
But some others local government, some governor, but yes, they get near almost 25 years now. Headquarters
Further speaking, they appealed to the state governments to come to their aid and find a suitable and long-lasting solution to power, road, school, and water issues.
My appeal to the government is that please, as they are coming, the new government are coming, please, they should please try and give us 1, steady power supply, 2, also a great job opportunity for the youth of the local government area.
Because they say one of the local government, and make revenue, and no government. Then the government, I mean, onion. Some in Yum Yam, I mean, onion, so from where they come. A phone call, a carry very quapamian. Okay, David.
If you're government,
Recall that earlier this year, the state's Commissioner for Power and Petroleum Development, John Etam, had said the state's government had approved and procured the distribution of 470 transformers to 31 councils in the state. Meanwhile, Akwa Ibom State residents have lamented the economic hardships in the country while calling on Nigerians to ensure that they are thorough in their choice of their next leader, of the country to bring about desired growth in all spheres and areas of the country. Speaking with Planet News, respondents unanimously agreed that Nigeria's problems are rooted in the foundation of bad leadership.
It is something that we are not proud of. A lot of people are suffering, they are complaining, and this is not the promises we had during the campaign.
Everything I do so, but I think I can't down.
If the people can use their hands, I don't think there will be any hardship.
They also charged Nigerians to take their destinies in their hands in 2023 in their choice of who sits the helm of affairs both at the state and the national levels.
I would rather say that every citizen or indigent of Akwa Ibom said should really open their eyes, know whom they give their votes to, so that in due course we'll be able to be proud of the next government.
With a good leadership, the economy is going to improve. We are going to have a better government. If the people will change their habits, like embezzlement, that's embezzling public fund, we are going to have a very good government on the ground.
If the economic situation of Nigeria must be improved, 3 things are sacrosanct, must be done. The person must stop borrowing. The more you borrow, the more you bring down the value of naira. Boost the local businesses. Too much of the harsh government policies on businesses will never help the local people grow. The person must not operate based on party lines. This is what is really killing the economy. Because when a PDP person brings a very good business, you will say, no, it's not in APC.
You're listening to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. Let's take a breather and then bring more stories from our foreign, sports, and entertainment scenes to see with us.
Healthy living begins with the choices one makes. Choosing to live healthy is the first step to healthy living. Join us Sundays 1:30 to 2 p.m. for Healthway, awareness for healthy choices.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, on the foreign scene, Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk has said that evacuations of Mariupol today would focus on those still stuck inside the Azovstal steel works. According to how the operation is starting, they are praying for its success. Recall that yesterday Vereshchuk said the evacuation would take place from Mariupol to Zafria, and that residents should gather today near the City Sports City shopping center, without giving further details. Now to sports, where Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has signed a new 3-year contract that will keep him at the Emirates until 2025. The 40-year-old took over at the Emirates Stadium in December 2019 following the dismissal of Unai Emery. The Spaniard is close to taking the Gunners back into the Champions League after a 5-year absence. With the side currently 4th in the Premier League, the season enters its final stages. Still in sports, Tammy Abraham fired Roma into the inaugural final of the Europa Conference League with their only goal in the 1-0 win over Leicester City, which put the Italian side through 2-1 on aggregate. Abraham smashed home a powerful header in the 11th minute as a bouncing Stadio Olimpico in Rome to put Jose Mourinho Siemens their first European final in more than 3 decades, the first of the new competition. That was Feyenoord in Albanian Cup to Tirana on May 25th after the Dutch side prevailed 3-2 in the other semi-final, and they will be backed by an army of supporters who got behind their team in stirring fashion. Roma fans have not seen their team win the trophy since 2008. The Royal let out at the final whistle, also of a massive relief after spending much of the match on the back foot against the Foxes themselves, gunning for a first major continental final. On the entertainment scene, popular Barbadian singer Rihanna, Fenty and her lover A$AP Rocky have sparked marriage rumors in a new music video released. The new video for A$AP Rocky's new song, DMB, the rapper said Rihanna, who is currently expecting their new baby, as lead character. A$AP Rocky in the romantic video proposed to the singer using his gold teeth grills, which spells "Marry Me." Rihanna, clad in a red wedding dress with a matching veil and a bouquet of red roses, responded with her own grill, which spells "I do." Recall that dating rumors were sparked by the pair in early 2020 when both were cited on multiple outings together after Rihanna broke up a 3-year relationship with billionaire boyfriend Hassan Jamil in January 2020. It's been the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. In the news we told you, President Muhammadu Buhari has held a meeting with Ohanaeze Ndigbo and other Southeast leaders. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has reminded political parties that they have 1 month to conduct their primaries and present candidates for the 2023 general elections. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB has tasked its officials to adhere strictly to its guidelines as the 2022 exercise begins for over 1.7 million candidates nationwide. On the foreign scene, we told you that Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk has said that evacuations out of Mariupol today would focus on those still stuck inside the Azovstal steel works. In sports, reporter that Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has signed a new 3-year contract that will keep him at the Emirates until 2025. For comments and coverage of newsworthy events, call our newsman 0812 770 2940. That is 022770 2940. Visit our website on Planet 101FM.ng and follow us on Twitter at Planet_101FM. You can also like our verified Facebook page at Planet 101FM. The news was edited by Jane Owa. As we end the news, always remember that the key to success is to focus on your goals and not obstacles. I am Bright James. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Can I have your attention, please? Ever wondered how to get your business, events, products, and services